Hey everyone, welcome back to Bryan's Mysteries and Adventures on Trail. I hope everyone is doing well. Today we are going to be discussing the disappearance of Marina Pearl Boelter. She was born on July 15th of 1996. She was only 18 years old when she went missing on New Year's Eve of 2014. She was working her regular shift at the IGA Deli in Bloomfield, Indiana, which I'm going to have some maps up as always. So Bloomfield is in the western south part of Indiana. It's a small town, not too large. It's relatively benign to crime. Here's an image of downtown Bloomfield. So this was actually a very scary thing for all the residents of Bloomfield. Now this is Marina. She was a mother. She had just had a young child. She was working at this deli. However, she had aspirations to be something better. She wanted to be a pastry chef. This is something that she had been working at for years. It's something that she had aspired to be. She was very motivated in her dreams to become this pastry chef. This was just a job that she had taken as sort of a means to an end. Not faulting anything against a deli worker, but this was just something that she had done. She had been working at the Bloomfield IGA, which is a deli of sorts, for the last few months. Of course, anybody going into the New Year's holiday is expecting a new beginning. It's a time to rejoice. It's a time to commemorate the past year. It's a time to celebrate with friends. It's a time to celebrate a new year and new thoughts, new beginnings. Honestly, this was anything but for this young woman. Instead of celebrating with friends, she finished up her shift. She left. Now, her friends reported her missing on a couple days later when she failed to report to her regular standard shift. Obviously, the Indiana Highway Patrol and Indiana State Police were dispatched, and they immediately started an investigation. According to Marina's coworkers, her shift had ended on December 31st of 2014. She was wearing her traditional outfit, which was Nike shoes, a purple jacket with sort of blackish colorings. And according to their accounts, they said that they were last in seeing her leaving the parking lot with an older man. Now, this comes into questions because there's a lot of discrepancy on this, but they said that she saw her getting into what was described as a metallic colored gold, silver, or beige Mercury Milan, which was between the years of 2009 and 2011. So I have a picture of a 2010 model here just to give you an idea of what she may have gotten into. That was it. It was like she was seen getting into this car and they drove off into the night, never to be seen again. At least she was never to be seen again. Police obviously jumped right into action. They questioned her then boyfriend, J.D. Lockhart, who confirmed the story. He said that he saw her get into a car and disappear pretty much into the night, and he did not see her again. The police subsequently gave him a polygraph test, which he passed, so they cleared him as a potential suspect. The police kept up their dogged research and investigation of this case. Thankfully, they were finally able to track down and interview the man who subsequently had picked her up at work. They talked to him. They found out that in reality, he had picked her up. He had known her from this grocery store that they had both worked at. He had given her a ride to a local pizza plant, which was apparently right next to where she lived. Now, this pizza plant, or pizza area, has gone out of business since then, but that is where he last saw her. They were able to subsequently clear him as a suspect, so that lead didn't go anywhere. The Bloomfield Police Department was having trouble working with her cell phone provider because she had actually bought a cell phone that was a burner phone. Now, these are phones that are generally disposable. However, one of her friends was able to contact the Walmart, which she actually bought the phone from. So they were able to then subsequently get more information about the details of the conversations or the details of where the phone may have pinged that night. Now, these details led to her phone being pinged roughly about 10 miles away from the store that she had last been seen at. Despite this, investigators just couldn't get any information. They couldn't find any solid, concrete proof of anyone's guilt or any possible leads. However, their family, this is something that just drives me crazy. One of her family members, her sister, got a message on Facebook saying that she knew where her sister was. She eventually said that, okay, call me. The guy called her. She knew it was probably a scam, so she contacted the FBI. The FBI then subsequently traced the call. They actually showed up to the meeting, which they eventually found out was a scam. They arrested the guy and took him in for questioning, which is just awful. I mean, who honestly does this? Who actually tries to profit from someone's loss? It just is disgusting. But thankfully, the FBI, they did get this guy. So that was one positive thing. The family ultimately became divided because some family members thought that ex-boyfriend Mr. Lockhart was responsible. Some family members, like her mother, felt like this was impossible because he helped with some of the searches. Now, unbelievably, in February of 2015, J.D. Lockhart was actually, the police were called to a scene. J.D. Lockhart apparently had tried to enter a man's home. They got involved in a scuffle, which ultimately led to this man pulling a knife and stabbing him. However, the man who was defending his home called 911. Police got there. It was ultimately deemed a self-defense case. However, this eliminated one of their key witnesses, J.D. Lockhart, who was the man who was the father of her child, who was the last boyfriend that she had. So it happened less than a year after she went missing. So the family was very crossed on whether he was involved or whether he was not involved. And this is just crazy. The police, of course, did a full search investigation. They obviously sent the records to the medical examiner's office. It was determined that this man that had killed J.D. Lockhart was innocent and it was just self-defense. So that lead, again, led to nowhere, unfortunately, for the case of Marina. And unfortunately, once again, her case was led to unsolved, and it still remains unsolved to this day. Now, there have been rumors of the fact that her belongings were found in a dumpster behind where she lived, other rumors of various things, but unfortunately none of these rumors or none of these claims have been able to be substantiated. So unfortunately, she still remains missing to this day. No one has any clue of what happened to her. My thoughts and prayers go out to Marina, her friends and family, everyone who is trying to help find her, and I hope they find closure soon. I want to say thank you for always watching. I appreciate all your feedback and comments. Special thank you to co.ag for providing some of the background music. Special thank you to commons.org, Creative Audionautix, licensed under Creative Commons. Special thank you to them. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking with me to the end. I'm still trying to work on the calendars, so give me a couple of days and hopefully I will be getting to those soon. I'm trying to figure out a new site. Tomorrow is my birthday, so I'm just going to take a day off or two. Hope everyone is doing well. I thank you all for your comments. You guys are all so great, and I really appreciate all your feedback, your comments, your critiques. Of course, if you have any videos that you would like me to pursue or any missing persons cases that you have that I haven't covered, please let me know and I will definitely cover them. I will see you all in the next one. Take care.